Matt Clark here at the new Matt Clark. How are each and every one of you doing on this amazing Thursday? I'm doing great. My girl's doing great. My family's doing great. I hope each and every one of you are doing great. You know the rest. If you could please hit that like button. If you could please hit that subscribe button and that bell notification button so you get all my videos when they're new. If you could share with somebody on social media, help spread the message, help spread the word, that'd be amazing. And there's a PayPal option if you'd like to donate, help support the channel. The link is in the description of all of my videos. So today, I'm going to talk about the 5 changes that I've made that I feel have made the biggest difference in keeping me out of prison for the last going on 3 years. Now, obviously, you guys know I've spoken about certain things that I'm going to leave off this list, like disassociation or stop associating with people that are actively involved, whether with criminal activity or using drugs and creating that temptation in my life. But this is a list of 5 things that I can almost guarantee if you do these 5 things and you're serious about it and you stick to it, things in your life will turn around. Now, I'm not promising because I can't do that. Everybody's life is different. Everybody's circumstances are different, but they will definitely go a long way in making your life better. So this is my list of the 5 changes that I've made that have kept me out of prison for the last 3 years. And number 5 is work ethic. Now, I was never lazy, okay? I was always a go kind of guy, super hyperactive, always focused on making money, but not working. And I think that maybe 10 years ago, I decided that I was going to change my energy. I was going to turn and start using this hyperactivity I have and putting it into working and showing employers that I can work hard and that I'm worth the money that you're paying me. Therefore, you should increase me and pay me more money. Money, which we all love, right? If you don't have work ethic, people will notice it right away. Doesn't matter if they give you an opportunity at their company, if they're your friend, whatever. Everybody gets tired of somebody who's lazy. Everybody gets tired of somebody who just makes excuses, is never at work. Work ethic is a key ingredient to success. You must get up early, go to bed early, and focus your whole day on success. That is work ethic. And if you do that and accomplish the number 5 thing on my list, I think you're going in the right direction. The number 4 on my list is responsibility, or being more responsible. Now, responsible was something that I never did my whole life. I was never responsible. I didn't care about being responsible. I didn't care about balancing money, budgeting. I didn't care about none of that because I didn't follow rules. All of my money was basically stolen. I would have jobs throughout the years, but I didn't care because I was subsidizing with stolen money. So at the end of the day, I didn't care how it was being spent. You don't respect the things you have when that's what's going on in your life. And I just learned to be more responsible. Like I said in the last one, number 5, I get up early every morning for the most part. I get my day on the go. I start doing things that I need to accomplish. I started budgeting my money a lot better, a lot more responsible. Just a year ago, I would have to borrow money if I wanted to do anything that cost more than like a couple $100. Even though I was making decent money, I was just horrible at holding on to that money. Now, there's also being responsible in a relationship. You know, I really love my woman. She's the best thing that's ever happened to me. And by being irresponsible and by being someone who is not built like that, it can get very easy to lose interest. It can get very easy to lose focus and throw everything away. So for me, the number 4 thing on my list is just being more responsible, organizing a little bit more, setting goals a little bit more, planning things out just a little bit more and being punctual and getting up and just being active in a positive way. The number 3 thing on my list that helped me stay out of patience, and this is something that I never ever had, and that's patience. And I still don't have a ton of patience. I still struggle with it at times, but I have definitely learned. And this plays an important role in my life every single day, whether at work, because let's face it, there's going to be people at work that drive you crazy, that you don't like. You're going to be told things that you don't want to be told, but you are now working. You're not robbing or stealing or beating people up for money. You're working. So there's going to be a hierarchy, and you have to do what your boss tells you to do if you want to keep your job. And that's something that can take patience, because not everybody knows how to talk to people. Not everybody knows your past or what kind of person you are, what kind of temperament you have, and not everybody even cares. But you're the one who's going to lose if you act out of patience or impatience, or if you snap, or if you lose it on somebody because you just don't have that patience. It is super important. Civilians can act super tough, can act super mouthy. You snap and all of a sudden they're like this, pointing the finger at you. You got handcuffs on and you're gone to the precinct. Now, patience is great in relationships as well. If you care about being in a healthy relationship with communication and trying to build a life with somebody, invest with somebody, and grow with somebody, then you definitely need patience and you definitely need understanding. Those are 2 things that will go a long way in your life. So the number 3 thing on my list, patience, something I never had. It took me patience right from treatment, where they would call me out on my crap. They literally, these little women or young dudes that are 10 years younger than me, telling me how I feel or what I need to do. And at first, I couldn't handle it. It was difficult for me. It challenged my pride. It challenged my patience. It's super important. Stick to it. Patience. Number 2 on my list, and believe it or not, it's self-confidence. I've always been able to appear confident. I've always been able to talk as if I have all this swag, you know, different kind of swag, but you know what I mean. I've always been comfortable in groups. I've always been a leader more than a follower. And I think that sometimes I probably gave off the image that I had all this self-confidence, but that was not true. When it came to my life, I had zero confidence. I had zero confidence in relationships. I had zero confidence in employment. I had zero confidence in family relationships. These are all things that I've just grown and learned over the last few years. And this is all self-confidence, knowing your value, knowing your worth. And it's hard to do that when you're throwing your life away, when you stand for nothing, when you have zero purpose, because you just don't feel like you're motivated. You got to remember, for almost 20 years, the system told me that I was a piece of crap. The system told me that I would always be a failure. The parole reports were all bad. Probation reports all bad. He's going to be a loser. He's going to be a loser. He's going to be a loser. And eventually they convinced me that this was going to be my fate. I was going to spend the rest of my life in prison, and I could do nothing about it because I didn't have that real confidence. I didn't know how to be a man. I still hadn't grown and adjusted into manhood. It was like I was a 20-year-old or a 19-year-old teenage male right up until I was about 32 or 33 years old, because I just had zero confidence. I had zero motivation. I had zero will. I was literally a kid. And that's lack of self-confidence disguised as anarchy or cool or living by your, at the end of the day, I did a lot of things because of the lack of confidence I had. like being a bully when I was in high school at times. I was bullied a little bit in grade 9, and I realized it was a lot easier just to be a bully than to get bullied. And I did those things like that because of a lack of self-confidence. So number 2, self-confidence. Now, the number 1 thing that I feel made the biggest impact in my life across the board is honesty. I had a real hard time with honesty, and that doesn't necessarily mean lying to somebody. What I mean by honesty is just being an honest person as a whole. Now, there was a couple things that have happened since I've been out that made me realize that I've changed and I've become that honest person. Like finding a purse on a go bus and not looking through it, and other things happening. Just feeling good about being an honest, hardworking dude. Now, when it comes to my relationship, at the beginning of my relationship, I had this attitude like I was my own world and nobody was going to interject into that. I was going to decide what happened in my life. And, you know, when you find somebody who's as amazing as my woman is, you start realizing that their pain is your pain. That is love. And I just saw that over the first maybe 6-8 months of the relationship, I was a little bit inconsiderate, right? I would like not really think about her feelings, not really think about anything except myself. And I just think after a while, I just learned to be more honest. And I think it plays across the whole board with my family. If I'm struggling, being honest. The first year of my life, or first year of this freedom, I was not always honest. And me and my girl are going to do a video about that shortly. You know, I had a hard time coming to grips with my new life. And it wasn't like there was these major things happening, these catastrophic things in my life of me being a bad person. But I just felt like some old behaviors were starting to linger back into my life or hadn't quite left my life yet. And it took me being an honest person and realizing that the things that I was doing were selfish. A lot of the decisions that I was making were selfish, and changing those things and just watching my relationships across the board, the people I work with, my family, my girl, just change, and my life becomes so much more positive, manageable, and stress-free. Obviously, I share my stories with you guys, so you guys don't have to go through the things that I go through or went through in my life, whether it's addiction, abuse, tons of prison time. You don't want to go there, believe me, and if you've gone there, you know that. It sucks there, and anybody who tells you different is a damn fool, and they're not your friend. If you could please hit that like button, if you could please hit that subscribe button and that bell notification button so you get all my videos when they're new. If you could share with somebody on social media, help spread the message, help spread the word, that'd be amazing. And there's a PayPal option if you'd like to donate, help support the channel. The link is in the description of all of my videos. I'm going to do a video in the next couple of days, a little bit more, like not creative, I guess, but just a little bit more fun. And that's what I'm going to do. Like I said, I want to start talking about different things, branching out a little bit. That's what I'm going to do. I also said I have a video coming up with my amazing, beautiful woman in the next couple of weeks. We're definitely going to get that done. And like I said, number 1 on this list is honesty. You can't half-step it. You can't turn your life around 95%, 90%, any of that stuff. I used to think that I was doing the right thing always, but I would make these seemingly unrelated decisions which would put me at risk or put me in temptation or put me in circumstances that put my freedom at a risk. And I just think over the 3 years that I've now been out, I've become an honest person. I feel good about who I am. I feel good about what I do every single day of my life. I love my life. I love how amazing and fulfilling it is. I love the channel and how much you guys give me every day. And at the end of the day, the reason why I did this video is to just to show you guys that there's so much more. You just have to look for it. It's the little things, the things that you typically take for granted when you're living in that fast-paced, immediate gratification lifestyle. You take the small things in your life for granted. And when you're in prison, those things get magnified. You realize how much you miss the little things that you take for granted. And I think that if you stay out, you stay on the right path, and you're an honest human, you're not going to take those things for granted. You're going to start appreciating the small things in life. And like I said, if you follow this list, you have a much better chance of being successful and not being caught in the system, whether with addiction or criminal lifestyle. Love each and every one of you at the New Matt Clark.